So today we're just gonna do a Halloween-ish, I guess it's not really Halloween, but we're gonna do a makeup tutorial on Bruises using these color wheels from Ben Nye. This one right here is the Cuts and Bruises color wheel, and this one is just the Bruises color wheel. These I just got at any party store, actually. I got them at Let's Party. They are a little bit more pricey. This one is $9.50 and this one is $9.52. Not 52, but $9.50 also. This, pretty much, if you're just gonna do like newer looking Bruises, you're just gonna be using this color wheel, which is the Bruises one. If you want to add it in a little bit yellow and all that stuff to make it look a little bit more older, you're going to be using this one too. I will be showing you how to do older and newer Bruises today. So yeah, let's get started. So first things first, I took this sponge, which I'm not fully sure what kind of a sponge it is, but I just ripped it in half. We are going to be making one bruise with the sponge, one with just our fingers, if you guys don't want to use a sponge. Anywho, you can just use also, like I said, the triangle sponge, and on the wide end just rip a couple pieces off to make it look jagged. I would rather be using one of those instead of this, but I didn't have one at the moment. Well, I do have some, but they're from my cosmetic school and I don't want to use them. So we're just gonna use this and see how that works. I haven't tried it with this yet, but whatever. So we're just gonna start with this palette, which I think is the Bruise one. Palette, color wheel. Yeah, this is just the Bruises one. This one's a dark blue. This is kind of like a, I don't really know, like a maroon, oxblood, I don't freaking know. Red, a dark red. This one's purple and there's green. In this one, we just have red, green, blue, and yellow. So, starting with this, I'm just gonna start with this one, the like dark red, oxblood, whatever, and this you're just gonna start kind of patting it around. You're not gonna wanna do it on the actual bone part, same as if we were doing this on our face, on our like cheekbone or anything, where someone would punch you in the face, in the eye, I guess. The high part of your cheekbone, you're not gonna be wanting to put lots of color there, because the blood would be pooling around it and not on top of the bone. So just kind of doing that, and you're gonna just make it not uniform, like some spots darker than others, some bigger, you know. Bruises are not perfect. So now that you have that kind of the starting of it, just grab some purple. And then you're gonna want this closer to the inside corner. Just kind of dab it. So when you have that, I can't even really tell. It looks like a gigantic bruise. You can make it smaller and all that stuff. But I'm just gonna leave it like this right now. And as you can see, right where my bone hits, right here, that's where it's a little bit lighter because your blood would not be pooling around it. And also when you make it a little bit lighter in the center of it, it looks like the rest of it around it is a little bit swollen. And so it looks more natural. And then if you want to make this look like, so this is just like a fresh bruise kind of look. If you wanted to make it look like it's a little bit older, I would grab a little bit of green, which doesn't want to come off of my hair. Okay, let me just dig into this thing real quick. I just want it. I feel like my mother probably hates me for getting so much like makeup on all of her towels. Okay, and just to make it look a little bit aged, we would throw a little bit of green in there. Just like on random spots around. I feel like, is my mouth in this? It's probably really close to the whole thing. Okay, so you just throw a little bit of green around here. And then you're gonna wanna take from the Cuts and Bruises color wheel, you're gonna take the yellow. Just a little bit. And this is just like around the outside of it. Which I probably should have done a whole different bruise along with it, because the red colors and the purple colors wouldn't be as strong when it's an older bruise, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So there's like an older looking bruise. You just gotta play around with the green and the yellows. Okay, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna pretty much take the same colors, and I'm just gonna go with this bone right here that I have in my meaty hand, and fold this guy like this, and go with the, oh my god, sponge stack. Okay, go with this dark color. Just kind of get in there, Billy. Just do this around here. Which, when you do it with a sponge, it looks more vein-like. But here's my bone. Just kind of pat it on along around there. And then since there's like lots of harsh lines, just kind of pat it with your finger. And of course, same here. You want to make it darker in some spots and not as dark in the others. And obviously you don't want it to look uniform or symmetrical. Okay, now you're gonna go with the purple, which you're gonna, again, keep closer to the inner circle of the makeup. So the inside here. You know, this you can pretty much do if you're doing a zombie look. These bruises could be everywhere. When I did my zombie look, I put the colors on all of my fingers, and I just kind of grabbed my hand or my arm, and then it looked like I had bruises from like a zombie grabbing me or something. Or on my legs, I did that and I pulled down a little bit, so I had like streaky fingerprints, as if a zombie like put their bony ass fingers on my hand and like, I don't know, held on. If you want a couple more darker colors, you can go with the dark blue, I was gonna say brown, with the dark brown, and just kind of pat that around a little bit in like random spots, and of course, make it a little bit more. Which the darker colors you're always gonna wanna keep closer to the inner corners. Just Google pictures of bruises and you'll know what to do, pretty much. So here's the bruise made with the sponge. Here's the bruise made with just the fingers. They're two pretty alike looking bruises. If you guys do choose to do bruises for Halloween, don't forget to like tag me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. I want to see how your guys' bruises came out. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!